Hey guys, what's up? It's me, your girl, Miss Random Girl 96, otherwise known as Rianne's Not Tuesday on here. And today is book reviews. So I'm gonna show you all my books. I'm gonna say which one's my favourite. And there's one I haven't read yet, which would be my last book. Alright, well, oh, I'm sorry, I covered you. Let's get on with it. Okay, Prom Nights from Hell. I love all of these all of the short stories in this book. My favourite though has got to be Meg Cabot, and it's the Exterminator's Daughter. If we look in the blurb, Exterminator's Daughter. So go and read it. It's an amazing. It's basically like Buffy the Vampire but teenage. Okay, Brother in the Land is kind of like a World War II situation where the brother, that character right there, has to look after his younger brother, that character right there, but also falls in love with the female character, this girl. It's a really good book and I recommend it, but I do recommend you have a box of tissues on your side because it will make you cry. Seriously, I cried. I've read this book like 4 times and I cried every single time. Okay, this is the famous Catching Fire from the Hunger Games book series. Okay, I've read the other ones, but I've only got this one on book myself, so I'm going to buy the other one soon. But this was my favourite book because there's something, it's kind of more gripping than I find the last one and this one. Even though my favourite bit is the first half, like, my favourite part of the whole series is the first half of the second book, but the second half of the last book, sorry. But the last half kind of lets it down, so this was my favourite book. You guys should read it. I'm serious, right? Read it. The Curious Incident of the Dog in the Nighttime. Now this is my favourite book. I love this book. I can read this all throughout the night. It's amazing. It's about an autistic boy who discovers a murdered dog and he tries and finds out who it is. And along the way he finds out his mother, who he thought was dead, is actually alive. It's a really good book, and I recommend it highly. It's by Mark Haddon. He's a really good author. You should watch out for this book. Now this is the funniest book I've ever owned. Why Do Men Have Nipples? Things You Only Ask a Doctor After Your Third Gin and Tonic. It's an amazing book, and it's hilarious, and it's not serious, but they actually have serious answers. So if you are wondering about stupid sexual questions or stuff like that, you should really read it. It's a really good book and it's hilarious. I bought it in Hawkins Bazaar and it was really cheap. Now, you see, I watched the movie first before reading this, but I found the book much more powerful than the movie. Not to say it wasn't as powerful, but these are real life people. I remember reading one diary entry which was really close to me and I felt emotionally attached and I just couldn't get over it. I kept on reading it and it's beautiful. They're not writers, these people. Well, they are writers, but they're not like published writers and all that. It's stories of real life and it's amazing. It's amazing. You should watch it and read it. Okay, 13 Reasons Why is about a girl who commits suicide but sends out a bunch of tapes telling people why she has. Sorry, I've got that wrong. She sends out a bunch of tapes to tell people what they've done to influence her suicide. It's an amazing book and I would gladly read it over and over again. But bring tissues. Look, that's what I'm saying. Perks of Being a Wallflower by Stefan Krobowski. It's an amazing book. So people didn't like the book that much, but I actually did like the book. I think the movie's much better and is true to what the book was trying to say. But you see, it's just the book. It kind of goes all over the place at times. But it's an amazing book and you should definitely read it. Oh yeah, I forgot. If you're sensitive and crying, bring tissue. Now this is a book I got for my birthday. It's the first series of like The Uglies, and it's about like at the age of 16 you go and be made perfect, but but there's this one girl who doesn't want to, and the main character has to go and stop that girl from like running away and make sure she becomes perfect. I haven't read it yet, but I'm planning to very shortly. So, you never know. You might get a book review from me. See what happens. Alright, so that's me and my book review done. I didn't want to show myself in this one because I'd just be like pointing and stuff, which I already did that one. Alright, I would try and edit this, but this is on my phone and I can't get a hold of a laptop. But I'm glad to see some of you guys are watching. This is really nice. This makes me feel much more confident. This makes me feel good. Alright, I'll see you guys soon. Right, bye! You can now have a look at my wardrobe because, not my wardrobe, my mum's wardrobe, because, you know, wardrobes are awesome.